I tell you one more thing which will help you in your GS preparation also, like funnel. There is a strategy called funnel strategy. Okay, how this funnel strategy work for CSAT, for GS also, whatever you read, okay, try to recall in your mind or try to attempt some question on that, so that you have idea how many information you have retained. So what happened, this is a funnel. It is a natural process, depend on your interest. Everyone have different retention capacity and depend on the topic also. There may be some topic you have very good retention because that is you are having interest in the topic. There may be a topic where you have very less retention. So what happen, when you read anything, on an average your mind able to remember around 40% to 50% thing in first go. आपका माइंड पहले गो में 40-50% इंफॉर्मेशन याद रख लेता है. And there are some information your mind is not able to remember, like maybe table of 17, table of 18, 19. So it means your mind is rejecting that information. Your mind has remembered table of 11 because that is very easy table. तो आपके mind को याद हो गई. Maybe table of 12, your mind has remembered in one go. So here your mind is happy with this information. But there might be some information where your mind is not happy with that information. Your mind is rejecting that information. So then you have to be aggressive about that information which your mind is rejecting. You can't ignore that information. You have to put double effort. So what you do, you have remembered table from 2 to 20. Try to recall how many table you remember and how many of the table still you have to remember again. I tell you, out of 20 table, there may be only 7 to 8 table where you have to remember again. If you have remembered table of 11, don't waste your energy to remember table of 11 again. क्योंकि आपका mind उसके लिए खुश है. Your mind has remembered table of 10, 11, 15, maybe 14 also. But the information which your mind is rejecting, so in the second go you have to focus on this. अब जो टेबल आपके माइंड ने रिजेक्ट की, टुडे योर वर्क इज दैट योर माइंड हैज रिजेक्टेड टेबल ऑफ 17, 18, 19, मे बी 13 फॉर सम ऑफ यू. सो व्हाट यू डू, यू जस्ट फोकस ऑन दिस. ट्राई टू लाइक हियर रीड दिस टेबल ट्वाइस थ्राइस. ठीक है. सो हियर यू राइट. ठीक है. You speak the table loudly. There are multiple ways to retain the things. So then what you do tomorrow, try to recall this table. Table of 13, 17, 18, 19. Then you realize your mind has remembered one or two extra table. Still your mind is not accepting some of the value of the table. Like you will find table of 17, 17 5s are okay, but 17 6s are, 17 7s are, 17 8s are, 17 9s are. Your mind is rejecting this type of value out of the table 17, and there are the some value of table 18 which your mind is rejecting again. So then again you make a filter. Then you have to focus on those special value which your mind is not able to remember, is rejecting. So you focus on those value. तो ऐसे फिल्टर करते करते फाइनली यू विल रियलाइज दैट यू हैव रिमेंबर द टेबल, यू हैव रिमेंबर द स्क्वायर वैल्यू. सेम फॉर योर जीएस ऑल्सो. लाइक यू कवर योर फंडामेंटल राइट चैप्टर, देन ट्राई टू अटेम्प्ट एमसीक्यूज ऑन फंडामेंटल राइट. then you will realize there are certain topic in fundamental right still you are struggling with, or you are not able to recall that concept. So you make list and you focus on those area. Then again you can give a full length test of polity, and you will realize that in fundamental right still there is one or two concept you are not able to remember. मतलब आपका प्रेशर लग रहा है, तो you have to focus on your weak areas, weak areas, weak areas. But whereas I have seen students, they try to avoid weak area because there is a pressure on your mind. But you have to be aggressive about those areas because your mind is rejecting that information. And the moment you start doing this funnel preparation, it will take very less time. Because I have seen students, they are wasting their time for their favorite area again and again. मतलब जो चीज fundamental duties they have remembered and they revise fundamental duty 10 times. भाई वो एक बार में याद होगी आपको. You have remembered that in a single go. So it is not like that you feed your mind with the favorable information again and again. No need. If it is favorable, your mind will remember in one go or maximum 2 go. and for the third reading, fourth reading, you have to work on your weak areas, what information your mind is rejecting, or there may be a subject your mind is rejecting, or there may be subject your mind is like very comfortable with that subject. So in first reading your mind will able to retain maximum information of that subject. So you have to make this funnel, it will help you.